So, well, my journey from Asia back to North America, I was very, very emotional because it was the first time that I had to say goodbye, physically to my partner, my soulmate that had been with me literally every day except for a few times for 4 years. There was I believe the longest was like a little over a week one time when I had to go to Laos. But other than that, there was never more than like 2 weeks that we were apart. And then besides the few times that I went to Laos, it was every day. So that person, you are your own soul, you are your own body, you are your own mind. At the same time, when you share that much time, that much energy with someone else, that has a huge influence in your life, in your memories, your karma, your overall experience, you know? And so I just remember being at the airport and it just kind of hit both of us. I couldn't eat breakfast that morning, and I could see it in her face. And yeah, we were like, it wasn't like weeping in a sense, like desperation. It was weeping in a sense because this was it. This was going to be the time where we have to go our own way. And we didn't know when we're going to see each other again. However, we had faith. So coming off that emotion, and then on top of that, not having seen family physically in 5 years, that's also a huge whirlwind of change. And then, being in the house that you grew up in as a baby, and then that house being sold within a few months upon you returning. So I came back at a very interesting, a very pivotal time in my life and my family's life, my parents' life. So, you have to be willing to take a risk. And if you're not willing to take a risk, then you're just going to get whatever is thrown at you. However, when you start to use your mind, you start to use your words, you become resourceful with what you have around you. If you have access to the internet, then you basically have all the resources that you can conceive of. And remember, there's still people out there who don't even have access to the internet, yet are still maintaining a sense of resourcefulness with their local environment, with what they can do, with what they can make, with what they can build, with what they can produce and direct and create, or even innovate within their own space, within their own environment, with what they have available to them. So if I decided to just settle, then I would have remained unfulfilled. And unfulfillment is unhappiness. You can't be happy when you feel unfulfilled. There's no way. But when you have meaning in your life, when you have a sense of purpose in your life, and now the hard work, the dedication, the visionary skills, the visualization, the meditation, all of that development over the past few months has paid off. Has paid off. So if you are not happy, if you're not feeling fulfilled with where you are in your life right now, then there's options. You can do education, you can do career, okay? But you have to make a choice. You have to pick a career. What you're going to do with your life. What do you love to do? What does the world need? How can you be of service to other people? And at the most importantly, because that's what powers the whole thing is, what can you get paid for? So the humanitarian purposes, the philanthropic purposes, being of service to others, providing that service, all of that is necessary, it's essential, it's a wonderful
Okay, so next one,
at the same time.
I'm in a place called Soho in Beijing right now. Just finished up back right here. This is called the Forbidden City. And so my first day in Beijing, China was really incredible. Very different from what I expected and very different from what people have told me. So for me, I love to
become your thoughts, and your thoughts will become your reality. So it's about time we start to become more conscious about what we're putting in our mouths, because that becomes our mind. So remember this. In conclusion, that you have the ability to make decisions every single day of your life. And those decisions right now today will decide what you experience tomorrow. It will have an impact on what you get to experience tomorrow. Now, you don't have to look at things as failures and successes. You don't have to beat yourself up. You don't have to shame yourself. That's all been learned over time through our society and our civilization as we've gone forth. So we didn't get this in our schooling. We most of us didn't get this from our parents. Most of us didn't get this from our religion. So it's an inner journey. It's about it's about your psychological development. It's about discovering yourself, different aspects of yourself, your mental self, your physical self, your spiritual self every day. And there's going to be times where you're really challenged. But when you feel that challenge, like it's how you going to get over that hump, how are you going to surf the end of that wave? Hold on. Just hold on and take a deep breath. Let it out. Breath is essential. You'll die if you don't breathe. So remember that. Take a deep breath. And that can calm everything down. Your central nervous system right there on the spot. A few deep breaths can take your heart rate down and help out and improve your central nervous system on the spot. In addition, ask yourself a question. Say, why am I getting frustrated right now? What caused me to get frustrated? And it's usually something that's within the subconscious mind. It's usually something that came up from the past. And yes, the person in front of you that you might be dealing with, especially as an online instructor, there are going to be challenges, especially when you're in the education field, when you're dealing with students, But this is how you find out your true characters as an educator. And that's how you get to become a better teacher and a better human being. Because if we just have everything easy, if there's no bridges to walk over, if there's no hills to climb up to, how are we going to get our bodies stronger? How are we going to, because our bodies in itself, once our bodies get stronger, it influences our mind to be stronger. It gives us mental strength. So today, I decided to just exert my physical body as much as possible. I ran up the hill a whole bunch of times. I wanted to come back after that hot shower and that finish off with that nice coolness and come back into my bed and chill out for a little bit, And I wanted to have that feeling of fatigue in my muscles. To have that feeling of that built up lactic acid where, wow, the next time I do yoga and the next time I stretch, it's going to feel so good. And when I rest, when I close my eyes and when I wake up, when I open my eyes, my body feels renewed, feels stronger than it did the day before. And that in itself, it's all connected, mental, physical, and spiritual. So, take note of all these things in this audio recording that I have mentioned here. This is for you. This is for your personal development. This is for your self-development. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to ask me in the comments section. Okay? This is what I'm here to do, to help you become better than you were yesterday. You can email me. My email is provided in the description below. There's also helpful links. If you need some more assistance, I am available and you can schedule a Zoom meeting with me for free because I love to do this. This is what I'm here to do. It's my lifestyle. I love helping people because by helping people, I get to learn and I get to...
Me encanta.
It's a win-win-win situation.
Yeah, buen día, amigo.
So make your life about maximizing...
Life is good, life is
win-win
good.
situations. Just like John Mackey, the co-founder of Whole Foods Market, says in his book, Conscious Leadership. Find every day in your life win-win-win situations. And that way you can maximize your potential. And remember this. I was listening to Tony Robbins. He said, knowledge is useless unless that knowledge, is performed. So like you can have all this knowledge within you, but it doesn't mean anything unless you actually use it. So it's just like your talent. Everybody has a different, unique, authentic, original, amazing, wonderful, majestic, mysterious talent within them. And that's what we're here to find out in this world, in our life, our reality, our existence. So that way we can remember this because we are not just our body, we're not just our minds. We have something within us that is of the unseen world. And even now in science, if you look at astrophysics, they're discovering dark matter, they're discovering dark energy, all kinds of amazing things happening right now in our solar system, our lunar cycle. Get ready next year, 2022 in June. It's going to be a super moon or blood moon. So, get excited about life and do things that you love to do every day. And it's much more enjoyable to live like that because the other side is, the other side. But choose happiness. Choose to take care of yourself. Choose to massage your feet in the bed. Choose to stretch your hamstrings out. Choose to read something, read a book every day, even if it's 5 pages. Draw a picture. Play an instrument. Go take a walk. Go travel somewhere. Visit a park. Go kayaking. There's so many activities that you can choose from. Tap into your creative imagination. Because once you start to, when you're doing those activities that you imagine and you brought it forth into the physical matter of reality, you will start to discover things that you didn't even imagine before. And that is the essence of like the magic in this world. That nobody, no scientist, no one can explain it fully. That's why it's a mystery. So it's also like a game. It's also like a video game. It's also like a simulation. So just recognize it. Accept it for what it is. Accept this life for what it is. And outsmart the system. Be wiser than what everybody else is doing. Rise above your former self and come to a sense of triumph and glory. And then you can have depth, you can have fulfillment, and you can have purpose. And later in life, you can look back as you're connecting the dots and you're grateful, you have gratitude, and you have stories to tell. You have memories to look back on. And you've learned so much from all this experience. And that to me is worth living and taking the risk. Because if you don't, you'll never know. As my dad said, the answer is always no until you ask. And with that, everybody, have a wonderful day. Much love. Peace to you all. And be the peace that passes all understanding. Blessings. Thank you all very much for your time. Be sure to check out the links in the description below. And if you're ready for your TEFL journey, then schedule your consultation with me. Email me. Have a great day.